Hello everybody, my name is RPG and welcome back to Let's Play Shining Force 3. In today's episode we've got the finale of the Hero's Test. We've got 3 new enemies, 2 of which actually you won't even see until the very final battle at the end of the scenario. We've got the 2 High Wizards, they've got Spark 3 and Aura 3, and a lot of health. These are annoying. We've got the Blue Dragon, which is a big tanky annoying flyer. And then the real problem is the Skull Mage. This guy has so much health that it doesn't display properly. He's got Sleep and the Tiamat spell, and the real problem is that he's got Soul Steal. He's also got a luck of 11, which I'm 90% certain you actually can't get luck higher than 11. Or higher than 9. Unless actually it's a case of base luck can't go higher than 9, and accessories let you get up to 11. Hopefully we'll find out if we ever manage to get our hands on his Crystal Rod. But unfortunately, the Soul Steal spell means that you're really at the whims of whether or not the game decides no. So we're going to inch our guys forward. We're going to get ourselves into a nice defensive position, and we're going to get Irene to cast support on everybody. I'm trying to think the best way to lay this out. If we have Irene be the centre point here, and just kind of... Actually, we'll put like magic resist on everyone apart from probably Ratchet because he's so slow. But he'll be right at the back anyway, so it's not really a huge issue. The enemies themselves aren't going to make a move until we go for it either. So if we put... Actually, let's put Cybele there and Grace here. Now, this plan is going to be utterly ruined if it turns out that support 2, or resist 2 even, doesn't have super good range. We'll find out in a sec. So the Skull Mage goes after Eldar. So after that, that's when I need to rush people over and start a bunch of people up around him. Does resist 2 have... Oh, it does have big range. Nice. Get everybody with this. Tiamat 2 hurts a lot, is how I'll preface this. If it catches 2 people, and they're full health, they will probably survive just about. But one person on their own, dead. And to be brutally honest, if it does catch 2 people, you're then at the mercy of the 2 High Wizards with their Spark 3. That's what really compounds this fight, is that you can sit there and bunch up to deal with the Tiamat spell, but you're going to get sparked a lot while you're doing this. And if you want to actually kill the 2 High Wizards and the Blue Dragon, you have to branch people off in small groups and still keep them buffed up. And it's really, really difficult to do. It's not common to, or not uncommon even, to just have people die at random on this one. There's not a lot you can do about it. So we're going to see how we get on. I'm planning thus far... can we reach him? No. I'm planning to not use in-combat saves, but if it ends up turning out that I'm just not going to be able to clear it without because of RNGesus, we might end up dropping some saves every couple of turns just to make sure that we can load and not get screwed. But hopefully it won't come to that. Right, the fast character should be able to push through in a minute as well. Somebody else in front. See, like, I do kind of want him to go stab it, but at the same time, yeah, we'll have to just chill. We'll hold back. Let the Skull Mage. Is he called Skull Mage or Necromancer? He's called Skull Mage. Right, this is probably Soul Steal. Oh no, he's gone for Tiamat. This is nice. So we're not going to have to worry about people dying at random just yet. Tiamat's a great big technical, ridiculous dragon, and he's just going to do more horrible screen flashing epilepsy stuff. So 7 damage, another 7, another 8, throw on 22, 11, 33, and somebody else takes 10. So that's what, 43 damage, and that's on everybody that's got resist. So you can guarantee that it'd been a damn sight higher than that if were we not quite so magic resistantly inclined, shall we say. We are going to go full out here. We're going to whack the Wendigo wand on, and we're going to Wendigo him. Because he's got a lot of health and it's going to take a long time to wear him down. This is the thing. I'm not going to tell you what the exact cutoff is, but enemies above a certain threshold, it just goes question marks. There's only 3 enemies in Scenario 1 that have this treatment. One's the actual final boss, one's this guy, and the other guy is a big obstacle. We'll be seeing that in a little while though. Suffice it to say, he is taking damage. To be fair, he's actually taking quite a beating, considering my characters are not really that strong. My concern in the minute is I'm like pretty sure those high wizards can spark me from here. But we need to push people around and then wait for an opening to go fight the high wizards at the back. So Hagane hits reasonably hard now, but 13 damage is not a great amount. We could aura. To be honest, I don't want to put Grace there because. Well, actually, Hayward can hit where he is. Yeah, we will put Grace here. Okay, if I move Hayward there, it means that Ratchet can move in behind. As long as I leave a space free for him, he can then hit the boss as well. He won't do very much damage, but it's better than nothing. So I'm not keeping track, but we've probably done about 80 damage to him at this point. I do kind of want to send Cyball round to go and hit him, but she'll be a bit too exposed, so we won't. Albright's going to leave a gap, so I can move Ratchet in. Right, we've annoyed the blue dragon, so now we've got to deal with him. Right, the blue dragon's got his own breath spell. I can't remember how hard this hits, but I'm pretty certain I should be worried. Oh, okay, not terribly worried. I suppose I have got to remember I have got support on everybody at this point. But with the blue dragon there, we can actually kind of try and pick it off now. We'll send a couple of people around to hit. Well, they can focus their ranged attacks on him, and that should do it really. Symbios, you're directly in front of it. Go wild. A special would have been nice there, but we can't always have our cake and eat it. I suppose 40 damage with just his normal move on arguably what is probably the tankiest enemy in the game is not too shabby. This is a little bit wasteful, to be brutally honest, using Spark here, but Mascarin's got so much MP that I don't really care. She's probably going to end the scenario with like 70 plus. So being able to just dump like probably like 30 on him, yeah, that's quite nice. And we've done 40 to the blue dragon, so he's going to get whittled down very quickly. Right, this is going to suck. This might have killed both of them. This is the other thing that the Skull Mage likes to do. He'll just pick your groups that have got the smallest amount of people in them, and then just blast them with Tiamat. So the only reason these two are okay is because we've bothered to put support on them. If we didn't, they were both dead. Or at the very least, Hagane was dead. I think I'll get Grace to just drop aura on them in a sec. We kill the blue dragon out of the way, and then we can start worrying about the high wizards after. So Elder can't actually do anything here. Yet. We'll keep her where she is for now. That's a bit of a waste, if I'm honest. So we'll just go back to dropping Wendigo again. We'll pretty much do this until Noon runs out of mana. Then he'll use his mana regenerating to get another cast of Wendigo out, and then we'll just have to let him equip the Sleep Rod, regen some MP that way. Maybe we'll just go back to using Freeze 1 once he runs out of mana completely. Either way, he's going to get like 5 casts out before it's a problem, so that's not too bad. This is really kind of a waste of your turn. Maybe I should have used the attack spell on his ring. I need it to be Grace's turn, I'm getting nervous. Let's put Irene here. Can I get Symbios with this? No. Well, I can get resist on everybody apart from Dan Therese and Hayward. Yeah, that's what we'll do. Although, I think we're better off putting that on Noon as a focus point. Oh, it doesn't catch... Yeah, it gets more people, but it doesn't get Hagane, and he's the real issue. So, we'll do it there. Although we are missing a fair few people that way. Actually, you know what I can do to fix this? Now I can cast it on Symbios. Much better. The only person not getting the support spell there is Albright, and he's way at the back, unable to act this turn, so sorted. Although we can only do this, I think, 2, maybe 3 more times. Actually, it might only be 1 more time. Irene's mana's not very high. I suppose Grace has probably got support too, with the Ankh she's got. She's got support, resist, Aura, Mitra, and Tornado. Not that she'll really use Tornado, but... This should keep everybody nice and safe though for now. To be fair, actually, maybe after the Skull Mage's next turn, I'll send a squad round to go fight the High Wizards before they come to get me. Alright, this should kill the Blue Dragon, I would like to think. Right, so we don't have to worry about Blizzard Breath anymore. Not that it really seemed that damaging to start with, but it's out the way. Cyborg's going to chill for now. Next turn, she's going to push up. We need to put the Aura Rod, Ankh even, on, and use that to get Aura 2 out on Symbios as our target. And that should heal everybody, apart from Albright, but he doesn't need healing. And as long as this gets like 20 health back on Hagane, he should be okay. Even if the boss targets him with Tiamat again. What we're really going to need to make sure we do actually is box the boss in so that it can't move. When we get a ring of characters around him, Tiamat can only land on 3 people minimum. And the boss can't move to reposition. So that would give me a really, really easy time to go and kill the High Wizards at the back. I mean, at the minute though, they're not actually doing anything, so... Thing is, if I put him here, Albright will get hit. And I'm trying to work out where I can... No, I can't put him anywhere, so... We'll put him here. No, here. Right, Ratchet can take a pot shot. In fact, Ratchet can move to here and take a pot shot. And then we'll flood around the Skull Mage after it takes its next turn. With a bit of luck, he just does Tiamat again. Doesn't do Soul Steal and kills someone at random. Shame we haven't had any specials come out yet either. Right, Masker in. Hit him with Blaze. See, we could use Phoenix, but Blaze is cheaper and does more damage. And when we get Phoenix 2 from Masker in, Blaze will still out damage it in terms of the mana expended on it, so probably never going to really get much use out of it. Right. Tiamat again, please. Oh, well, here we go. Let's see how many people die. Characters with low luck are more susceptible to death. Also, this can target Symbios and instantly kill Symbios, which is wonderful. Literally ends the battle immediately. Please don't kill the last person. Okay, we're good so far. I hate this boss. With a passion. We're going to have to get rid of these guys though now. And we're going to have to make sure that we fold in the gaps around around the Skull Mage after. Please kill this guy in one hit. That would just be perfect. Oh, not quite. But he's low enough that anyone else can just run over and finish him. Like Noon, for example. I don't think I really need to use Wendigo here for this, but we're going to.
Come, Wendigo.
Should do the trick. Right, with one of the High Wizards down, that's a lot less to worry about. Right, we're now going to go and get this guy boxed back in. Oh, at least we get a nice special out of her. Even if he can be status elemented, oh, well, any even spells and move specials that do status elements, I'm like 90% certain they won't work. So even though Hayward could hit the boss, I'm using there just to stack up to make it harder for the boss to one-shot anybody. Still going to game to hit the High Wizard. Because I'm hoping this way the wizard will heal itself rather than bother using Spark. Trying to think who else we need to move. Elder. Cybele. Obright even. Yeah, we'll have... Actually, let's think. Out of all the characters we've still got, we can still completely encircle him. The problem is that, like, some of the characters I'm not going to be able to move, and they need to be able to move. So, actually, we'll chance this. We might have to do some like reshuffling after the fact, but we'll have Hagane go and hit that guy. Please use Aura on yourself. Nope, he's using Spark. Fantastic. Fortunately, we've still got a whole lot of magic resist active, so we're not taking too much damage. But this would be a lot of damage spread out over the team if we didn't have it up. Is it 3 or 4? I didn't even see how many people he was targeting. It's going to be... Okay, so he hit 4 people. We'll get Grace to fix that. We park Cybele here. At least we're getting a lot of specials out of people. It's going to really help with chipping him down. Oh, we've finally broken his health into digits where we can see it. Right, Grace can go here. She can just throw out Aura 2, targeted on, I think it was Hayward. That'll heal most people. Some people that were damaged by Soul Steel won't obviously get healed, but we'll see what we can do with it. At least it's a really effective way to get everybody top back up. Aura 2 heals for a lot more HP than I remember. Let's got Grace to 13. She still hasn't learned Aura 2 naturally though, unfortunately. Right, let's get Obright in next to this guy, and then he's completely encircled. Trying to think now where's best to put Ratchet. So I think because Tiamat's got a cast range of 2, I'm going to not have to put people like directly behind Symbios, Obright, Cybele and Irene. Unless I've got like other people to put waiting in the wings next to them as well. Otherwise, like if you choose them as the target, it still only hits 2 people. Well, I mean, like statistically, actually, I want him to be using Tiamat, so maybe I should be leaving an area where it only catches 2 people. like the tankiest two, perhaps. Oh, that's unfortunate. Just keep whittling him down, hoping for the best. At least the High Wizard at the back isn't going to be a problem after this. Oh, I forgot that I was going to get Elder in there, wasn't I? Oh, I can't move Elder now. She's part of the corner. Oh, unconventional strategy, going for the melee swing. Still hits reasonably hard, actually. Let's have Noon go and do this. Hopefully he can do 40 damage to it.
When to go.
Especially because he's basically going to be out of mana and not able to do anything after this. Not quite. Someone else can just finish it off. A Danteres, for example. And then Hagane can start throwing his own. Well, let's see if the instant death procs this time, just to be obnoxious. Nope, it didn't anyway. Can get really far away and just throw his shuriken. So I think he might be my highest level now. Unless Symbios is 16 and I've forgotten. In an ideal world, I'd be able to move some of these characters around now and just swap them, but I think it's a bit too much to risk at this point. Let's put him here. Because then I can move, say, Danteres in and get him to just equip his spear. Won't be particularly damaging, but it will be better than no damage at all. Because Hagane's not going to do very much damage with this, but it's better than nothing. Well, it's barely better than nothing. It'd be nice if I could get Elder in to do some damage, but I don't think I'm going to be able to. At least he is dropping quite fast. It's just going to be a case of praying we get lucky and don't have anyone murdered. I don't think I actually need to heal this round. So let's hold. Yeah, if this keeps up with all the specials, he's not going to last for very long. Although, there's still plenty of time for me to get screwed over and have him kill like 3 people at once with Soul Steel. And thus render the whole thing invalid. But we can just continue to chip away for now. I think some of these pillars it keeps trying to get me to inspect. It's just large mithril, so I'm not going to bother. I think there's 2, maybe even 3 tucked away here. Alright, so resist starting to wear off now. Less than ideal. Starting to get a little bit nervous now. I suppose since the last time he took a turn there, we have burned off like 250, 300 health. You should only get 1, maybe 2 more actions. Noon. Can we get you to... No, you have to use accessory. This is probably going to crack, but we'll see. If it doesn't, perfect, we can do it again. Oh no, it didn't. Excellent. Right, what's he going to do? Please be Tiamat. Oh, here we go. Let's see who he kills this time. I think this was hitting 3 people. I don't get why he'd do this and not Tiamat. Please don't kill anybody. Oh, he's hitting 4. You know what? Quite frankly, I'm going to just carry on. It sucks that Hagane died, but he's my weakest character. So we're going to carry on. As irritating as this is. Because I think statistically, I'm not going to get lucky enough to do it all in one go and not have anyone die. Quite frankly, it was a miracle that he didn't kill anyone when he cast it on 5 people earlier. Still can't get Elder in range, but never mind. Keep swinging away. Oh, this is good. This is the biggest hitting special. Couple more of those and that's it. We can even get Noon in on this now. We can move him down, park him next to Dantaros and get him to throw freeze 3. Won't be a huge amount of damage, but it's better than nothing. I can't believe that I got 700 damage off him before I got anyone killed. He's got 1,000 health for reference. And health bars go visible again once you are below 600. To be honest, you know what? We're going to Thanatos him. Give him a taste of his own medicine. Well, I mean, not his medicine already, because he doesn't use Thanatos. But it's dark damage. We'll see if this does anything at all. It's going to make sure that he dies quickly anyway. That was a pretty respectable chunk of damage. Maybe he is susceptible to Thanatos. Right, yeah, he's going to drop soon. Shouldn't get another action. That's going to be nice. Probably going to be Symbiote or Masquerade that finish him off. Right then. Please do a special, just to make sure. That's a good start. That's not going to kill him, but it's going to be close. Yeah, Masquerade's got this. Serves you right, you horrible, horrible necromancery goit. Also, at least you die in a really satisfying way, because Masquerade's going to take your rod. At least you die to my mage. That's somewhat poetic. Got the Justice Sword as well. I don't know if that's any good or not. We'll have a look in a bit. It might have more stats on it than the Phoenix Sword. But it's probably not going to be worthwhile. We'll have a look in a moment. Yeah, thanks, Balsis. I'm pretty confident that I can save Aspia as well, to be brutally honest. So in doing that, we get the Crystal Rod as well. We're now free to just re-enter that over and over and over. The kind of the go-to level grinding strategy is to like go in, probably do like areas 2 and 3. Oh, Light and Dark resist plus 20. Do areas 2 and 3, and then just egress out when you go to fight the what you call him? The Necromancer, the Skull Mage at the end, because there's no point fighting him really once you killed him the first time. I didn't realise actually that gave you one more attack than the Phoenix Sword. I don't think that's relevant because the resistances on the Phoenix Sword are brilliant. But I might stick with the Justice Sword and see how much damage it dishes out. As for the Crystal Rod, this thing is a beast. Give this to Masquerade for reference. Oh, okay, so your natural luck can't go higher than 9, but you can push it higher using weapons. So this is 1 attack less than the Volcanon Wand, which is irrelevant, but it gives her 5 defense, 2 luck, and 1 extra movement. So I think that will do quite nicely. You certainly will equip the Crystal Rod, and I don't think we'll be unequipping it, to be honest. That's going to come in pretty handy. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to be doing a little bit of level grinding on the A team, getting them in there. I'll be then doing the B team a little bit as well, just to make sure that the secondary battle of the Dam isn't a absolute nightmare, because if I can make that manageable and straightforward, it will means that it's going to be a lot easier for me to do what I want to do on the main battle. So I'll probably do like a quick mini fluff episode where I go over like what I'm kitting the B team out with, and any spells that have been learned before I actually go into the previous battles. So I will see you next time in that. thank you very much for watching.